Throughout history, humans have sought solace, guidance, and explanation for the inexplicable through their belief in gods. The dawn of civilization saw the birth of polytheism, the belief in many gods, each representing a different aspect of life. Ancient Egyptians, for example, worshipped a pantheon of gods, with each deity personifying a natural phenomenon or human emotion. Ra was the god of the sun, Isis, the goddess of motherhood and fertility, and Anubis, the god of death. Similarly, the Greeks and Romans had their own pantheon of gods, with Zeus and Jupiter at the helm as the king of gods. This belief system sprouted from the necessity to explain the world around them. The ancients did not have the scientific knowledge we possess today. Thus, attributing lightning to Zeus, or the changing seasons to Persephone's descent into the underworld, provided them with a sense of understanding and control. In the midst of humans' quest for understanding and guidance, various moral codes and laws have emerged, often believed to be divine in origin. There has been much debate about the possible connection between the Ten Commandments, central to Judaism and Christianity, and the 42 negative confessions of ancient Egypt. The 42 negative confessions, found in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, are a list of moral codes that the deceased would recite to prove their purity and righteousness in the afterlife. They include statements such as, "I have not stolen," and "I have not lied," which bear a striking resemblance to some of the Ten Commandments. Some scholars argue that the Ten Commandments, which include directives like, "You shall not steal," and "You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor," may have been influenced by these confessions. This theory suggests that the Israelites, who were once enslaved in Egypt, may have absorbed some of the Egyptian moral codes. However, this theory is controversial and not universally accepted. While there are similarities, it's important to note that the Ten Commandments and the 42 negative confessions serve different purposes in their respective religions. The commandments are seen as divine laws to be strictly obeyed, while the confessions are more of a moral checklist for the afterlife. Despite these differences, both sets of rules reflect the human desire for moral guidance, a theme that transcends cultures and eras. In the heart of Africa, specifically north-central Nigeria, the Tiv people held a different perspective on divinity and morality. Their gods, unlike the deities of some other cultures, did not demand the sacrifice of infants or the enslavement of their neighbors. Despite the fact that the Tiv people engaged in numerous conflicts with neighboring tribes of Cross River, Taraba, and Kogi State, their gods, in stark contrast, preached peace and respect for all life. These gods represented a moral code that was arguably more humane and compassionate, highlighting the diversity and complexity of human belief systems. Even in times of war, these divine entities did not encourage violence or inhumanity, but instead promoted values of respect, compassion, and unity. This is an intriguing deviation from the norm, as the gods of many cultures often reflect the warrior ethos or social hierarchies of their people. The Tiv people's gods, therefore, present an interesting contrast to other belief systems, suggesting that even in the realm of the divine there is room for a wide spectrum of moral codes and values. It's a testament to the rich tapestry of human belief systems, each with its unique interpretation of what's right and what's wrong, what's divine and what's human. Scene 4. Beyond the function of explaining natural phenomena, deities played an integral role as cultural and ethical navigators. They exemplified both qualities and flaws, offering archetypes for behavior and stories illustrating consequences. Take the tale of Narcissus, for instance, who was beguiled by his reflection, serving as a potent warning against vanity and self-absorption. Similar to how Christianity uses the teachings of Jesus Christ as a moral compass for its devotees, the ancient Egyptian faith had deities who guided there in a like manner. Both belief systems propagated the values of benevolence, reverence, and integrity, using narratives and moral lessons to ingrain these ideologies. The narratives might differ, but the core principles resonate with the same universal truths, revealing the interconnectedness of these separate religious philosophies. As we transition to Scene 5, we venture across the continents to land in the culturally rich Indian subcontinent. Here we encounter a distinct interpretation of the concept of multiple gods. We delve into the ancient pages of Hinduism, one of the world's most venerable religions. It venerates a supreme entity, referred to as Brahman, which reveals itself in a myriad of forms, each symbolizing a unique facet of this ultimate truth. In Scene 6, we delve into the rise of monotheistic religions such as Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, signifying a shift from polytheism to monotheism. This modification underscores a transformation in societal structures, transitioning from tribal and city-states to expansive empires and nations. It further suggests a paradigm shift in comprehending the divine, from being accountable for varied facets of life to an all-powerful, all-knowing entity. However, it's important to remember that belief systems evolve over time, reflecting the changing understanding of the world and societal norms. The gods of old may not hold the same significance today as they did in the past, but they continue to shape our cultural narratives and collective consciousness. Scene 8. Embarking on the voyage of faith can be compared to the course of life. It's individual and distinctive. Consider it as an expedition, a pursuit to comprehend our world and our role within it. Looking closely at the historical and socio-cultural genesis of deities can offer fresh insights into our personal faith. What do these venerable divine entities signify for in the modern world? Have they entirely vanished or metamorphosed into contemporary symbols and narratives? What wisdom have we gained from our forebears' religious frameworks, and in what way do they influence our comprehension of divinity? In Scene 9, reflect upon this. Trust, akin to the staircase that Martin Luther King Jr. referenced, doesn't necessitate comprehending the entire scenario. It's about advancing gradually, investigating, interrogating, and expanding in comprehension. The ancient deities may have perished, yet their tales and the wisdom they impart persist to exist.